After collecting her luggage, she headed for the exit. Through the glass doors, she spotted the promised limousine waiting at the curb. The driver stood next to the vehicle. As soon as he saw her, he strode forward to take the handle of the cart. "Miss Barnett." "Yes," Flame murmured, amazed at the size of the man. Then again, everyone was big in her eyes, next to her own 4'10" frame. "Have any of the other finalists arrived? I thought we would all arrive around the same time." "I don't know when they'll arrive, miss. They're all coming from various parts of the USA and will be driven straight to the hotel. As far as I know, you are the first and only one who was invited to be a guest at the castle from the first day." "Your English is remarkable. I don't hear any accent." "Thank you, miss," he said as he held open the door and waited for her to climb in. Soon the engine purred to life, and they headed out of the airport. Flame gazed excitedly out of the tinted windows at the people, the different architecture, and she wished nothing more than to be able to get out and explore. Later. After the convention, she'd have plenty of time, and no commitments to anyone but herself. It had snowed recently, she noticed by the snow-covered sidewalks and piles of snow near the curbs where the roads had been cleared. It didn't take long until they entered the surrounding countryside. She wondered how far Demonburg was and where it was located. She'd done a search on the internet, but couldn't find any information about it, which was rather strange. Just about every castle in Germany was listed, except Demonburg. The country roads had not been cleared, and the limo slowed down considerably as it drove through picturesque villages and miles of farmland. After what seemed forever, they neared the Alps. Majestic, white, spotted with evergreens, they loomed before her. So the castle was in the Alps. Even better. After they reached the Alps, they drove through a forest. The tree branches laden with snow made for postcard images. She reveled in the beauty of it all. Her ears popped, indicating they were climbing higher. The road became fairly steep in places, and the limo crawled at times, taking care around the sharp bends in the winding highway. Finally, there was an open stretch, and she pressed her nose against the window to see. Catching her breath at the depth below them, she hastily drew back. She'd never liked heights. Finally, the limo veered into what looked like a long driveway. Yet another steep incline as it drove upward. Thick forest lined both sides of the narrow road. Then the limo dipped. She felt her stomach lurch as it descended down to what looked like a small valley. There it was, the castle. It stood out against the snow-laden mountains that towered behind it, the snow-covered fields. Tall towers reached up toward the sky. As they drew closer to it, she saw a moat around the castle and a drawbridge. A forest flanked it on the left side. Flame drew her breath in sharply. Oh, man, could she write stories about this setting? The drawbridge lowered when they approached, its chains